Hi, Angela. Jeff Bradley here. Want to thank you for replying to my Facebook business page post. And I took a look at your website to see what I might be able to find that would be of benefit to you as far as your Google ranking. And so I wanted to make this quick video for you. I'm going to try and keep it under 10 minutes if possible. I will do my best to do that, but there's an awful lot to talk about, and so we'll see how it goes. So first of all, let's take a look at your area. You are in Olympia. Now this is a great area because the population level, it's about 60,000. You're getting into that sweet spot area as far as the competition level is just low enough where it's not that difficult of a task for you to capture one of the spots on page 1 of Google, which is where all the business is. So when people search on Google, 92% of those people never look past page 1. So the businesses that are on page 1, they're capturing 92% of all the new customers that are out there. So let's go with that. Now, you have a lot of smaller areas around you, and what happens when we begin to rank you for Olympia, when you get onto page 1, there's going to be a ripple effect, and you are going to begin to appear in all of the listings for all these surrounding areas. So all this surrounding population is going to become part of your target audience. And then, of course, you've got the big population area just to your northeast, Tacoma. And eventually, depending on how much business you're able to attract throughout all this area, you might want to actually begin to rank in Tacoma. And once you're ranking here in Olympia, your home base, you're going to have a much stronger position to be able to tackle Tacoma. And it's going to be a much easier hill to climb to rank you there. So we want to start with Olympia. And who knows, there may be enough business in this area to keep you as busy as you want to be. So, but it'll be a fun thing to learn that and determine it. I will say that I have a scanning tool that tracks traffic on Google, and I found that for page 1 in your area, the keyword home remodeling is getting about 200 clicks per month. Now, those 200 clicks are being divided up amongst the 2 or 3 businesses that are on page 1 there. So I'll get into all that in a minute. So let's go back to your website. And you got some really good things going on here. First of all, this is a great thing to see. You've got individual pages for these services. Home remodeling. Now, of course, I've noticed that your home page, which is where we are, is kind of optimized for home remodeling. And then you've got some services listed down here under that umbrella. Now, home remodeling, as I indicated, is getting about 200 clicks per month on page 1 of Google for your area. However, kitchen remodel and bathroom remodel is getting about 5 times that much traffic. These are very high traffic volume keywords, as well as some of the other services that you have. Some very high traffic volume keywords. So it's a great thing that you've got separate pages set up already for them. And when that happens, in the eyes of Google, you now have multiple websites. Like you've got a kitchen remodel website that we can optimize for kitchen remodel. And you also have a bathroom remodel website. And even though they're all included in the one main website with a menu for people to navigate around in the eyes of Google, these are almost like individual websites. And we can optimize each one of these pages to capture traffic that is searching specifically for these things. So, with that in mind, moving forward here, let's just assume that we're going to talk about your home page. And we want to pick the keyword, the highest traffic volume keyword that we can find, that is like an umbrella keyword that covers all of the services that you offer. And of course, home remodeling is that keyword. So you made a good choice there. So for this example, let's just optimize your website for the search term home remodeling. Okay? So what I did was I went to Google and I searched for home remodeling in Olympia, Washington. And here's what we came up with. So let's go down through it. Now, the first thing you're going to see are these sponsored sites, and these are people buying ads. Now, psychologically, Google has found out that 70% of people skip the ads. They don't look at them. It's just a psychological thing. They want to find a business that's not buying their way to the top. They want to find a real business that is organically there on their own merits. So let's ignore the ads. And the ads are very expensive anyway. And most businesses that I have worked with are unhappy with the results that they have gotten from ads. Now, they probably work for some types of businesses, but overall, I've not run into very many people at all that have been happy with the results they've gotten for ads. So let's skip those. Next thing we see are businesses that are listed in the map section. Now, this is interesting. It's always good to have your name in the map section. Name recognition is always good. And the way to get into the map section, it all depends on your Google business profile, which is free to sign up for, and you can fill it out, and then you can collect reviews from customers. And that determines who gets up here in the map section. And we can discuss that at a later time. However, I will say that according to Google, most people searching for home contractor, home service type businesses, they don't really look at the map section. The people that stop and look at the map section are mostly people who are looking for a business that they know has a physical location that they have to drive to. So the first thing in their mind is, well, how do I drive there? Where are they located? Where's their store at? So psychologically, that's just what Google has found. Now, being in the map section is critical for lots of different types of businesses, especially businesses that have physical store locations. But for your type of business, it'd be nice to be here, of course. Name recognition is always good. But we could talk about the map section at a later time. It's not critical. For your type of business, organic listings on page 1 is where it's at. So here we are now in the organic listings. First of all, we've got a directory, Angie's List, and then we've got Yelp down here. Now, psychologically, according to Google, most people skip the directories. We're already in a directory. We're on page 1 of Google. We're looking at businesses. Why do we want to click on another directory and then suddenly be confronted with a whole new list of businesses? We already have that. And everybody that's in a directory is paying to be there. So it's no indication that they're the best, that they're just buying their way there. So let's skip the directories, like most people do. So the very first business we encounter is John Irwin Remodeling. Now, the first thing that Google looks at when trying to rank a business is their page title or their title tag. And all of these blue lines of text are the title tags for these businesses. Now, the title tag doesn't appear anywhere on your website, but inside the editing section of your website, there is a field called title tag or page title, and that is where you can enter in your title tag. Now, Google never tells this to anybody. We have to figure it out ourselves. But there is a format, a structure that Google wants to see for the title tag. And here is the format. Keyword dash location dash business name. If you have those 3 factors, those 3 components in your title tag, that's going to suddenly light up not red flags, but it's going to put you on Google's radar. Now they're going to know precisely who you are, where you're located, and what your website is about, and what you want to rank for. So the first thing is the keyword. And now I realize that a lot of these businesses have those 3 components mixed up. Like this one got it right. Keyword dash location dash name of business. This is a perfect title tag. This one, it's got them a little bit, it's pretty good too. So anyway, if those three components are in place in the proper order, you're going to get Google's attention real fast. Now, the key thing to remember about ranking on Google is that you don't have to have the best website in the world to get onto page 1. All you have to do is know what it is that Google is looking for, and then just be better in those things than all of your competitors are. So as far as title tags go, these are the businesses that have it the best. Keyword, location, business name. So let's go back to your website. I'm going to open up this scanning tool, and we're going to find out, as soon as it opens, we're going to take a look at your title tag. Here's your title tag. Home remodeling. That's good. You got the keyword. You don't have the location, and then you're following it up with your company's name. So you got 2 out of the 3 components in place. However, because the location isn't listed in your title tag, Google really has no idea where you're located as far as matching you up with someone that's searching for home remodeling. So what we need to do is we need to revise the title tag to include your location. So your title tag would be home remodeling dash Olympia, Washington dash and then Nathaniel and Angela's remodeling. And I'll show you how critical it is to get this right. If I copy your title tag just as it is, copy, I'm going to open up a blank page. I'm going to paste it into the search bar. Paste and go. Watch what happens. According to my new search, look what happens. You are number 1 on page 1. In fact, you're dominating page 1. So that is how critically important it is to get the title tag correct. Now, once this is in place, the second thing that Google looks at when trying to rank you is your H1. Now, the H1 is a line of text, usually appears somewhere up at the top, and the title, or the H1, also tells Google the same information that your title tag tells Google, and that is your keyword, your location, and your business name. So the H1 can be found in the editing section of your website. Now, when you go there, you'll find that there are H1s, H2 fields, H3 fields, H4, etc., etc. Right now, you got several H2s. Now, all the H fields, they have different functions. So H2 has a different function than H1. So we won't worry about those right now. And you can have as many H2s and H3s and H4s as you want. However, you can only have one H1. And the H1 for this page must match exactly what you have in your title tag. So your H1, which you could place the H1 anywhere you want, but it usually needs to go up at the top. So your H1 would also read, for your home page, home remodeling dash Olympia, Washington dash, and then your company name. So once that happens, once you have a title tag with a matching H1, now there is a crystal clear channel of communication between your website and Google's algorithm. Now Google knows precisely who to send to you in a search. They know Google knows where you're located, what your website is about, and what keyword you want to rank for that page. Now, every single page on your website is going to have its own H1 and title tag. Let's go to your kitchen remodel real fast, and I'll show you what I mean. Let's open this up. Open up the scanning tool and analyze. Now, the title tag for your kitchen remodel page should be in the same format. It should read kitchen remodel dash Olympia, Washington, and then you can have your business's name on your other pages, but it's not necessary. However, in this case, your kitchen remodel page does not have your service keyword in the title. So Google now has no idea what this page is about, and there's no matching H1 to match it with. So with 5 to 10 times the traffic volume of people searching for kitchen remodel as there are for home remodeling in your area, Google has no idea to direct any of these searchers to your kitchen remodel page. And the same scenario with your bathroom remodel and all of your pages. So let's go back here. So what we want to do is first optimize your home page for home remodeling, and then we want to do the same thing for all of your other services. And we want to create, long term, we want to create pages for all of your services. Painting, flooring especially, huge traffic volume keywords associated with flooring. So when you do that, then we can direct lots of traffic that are searching individually for these services right to the very specific page that you have set up to offer those services. Now, one more thing I want to show you very quickly, and then we'll move on. There's a thing called description. If we go back to Google search, if we look underneath the organic listings, we can see that there's little brief descriptions. Like this one is, we are a full-service home remodeling company. This is your chance to tell a searcher really quick in a couple of lines what it is you do. And we want to treat this like the headline of a newspaper. We want to grab their attention. Somebody can glance at that and say, oh, they are a full-service home remodeling company. Okay, this description, they've got their business name in there. Well, the searcher already knows that because it says it up here. So it's wasting space. And somebody searching might look at that and kind of mentally just disregard it. They won't even continue reading. So, and down here, the description is good. Oh, general contractor. Oh, remodeling contractor, home builder, kitchen, bathroom remodeling. All of this stuff is crammed into 2 short lines. They need not put Olympia there because the searcher already knows this is Olympia. So anyway, that is what the description field is for. And the description field is also found in the editing section of your website. And you can type in the description and treat it like the headline of a newspaper. Just cram in as much information as you can to grab the attention of the searcher about what you do. So, one more thing, one more comment. All of these pages, not only do you have to have the title tag and the H1 in place, but you also have to have some good content that describes your service. And that content needs to include the search word and different variations of that search word sprinkled all throughout your content. When these things happen, this is going to make a major impact in your Google ranking. You're going to get Google's attention. There's going to be a crystal clear channel of communication between Google and your website, and your ranking is going to improve significantly. Now, all of this that I just mentioned accounts for about 50% of your ranking. The other 50% has to do with backlinks, which I won't go into in a lot of detail, but a backlink, you probably know, is when an outside website connects to your website. And when that happens, whatever ranking power that outside website has, some of that ranking power is going to flow back to your website. So I took a look with one of our scanners, and your backlink profile right now is 0. It's called the domain rating, and it's on a scale from 0 to 100. You have 2 backlinks from 1 linking website. So obviously you're just starting out, and we need to put together a well thought out campaign of building good quality backlinks to good quality outside websites. To give you an idea of the lay of the land for your area, your number 1 competitor, John Irwin Remodeling, they have a domain rating of 18 with over 700 backlinks. Dickies Incorporated has pretty low domain rating, actually, 4.7. And then the next competitor, domain rating of 5 for Custer Homes. So this is a very low competition level area that you are in for this particular keyword for home remodeling. Now, for each of your keywords for your other pages, like kitchen remodeling, bathroom remodeling, they all have their own individual scenario with ranking keywords and who's on page 1, etc. But overall, the domain ratings of your competitors for all of their different services is not that high. This is very, very doable for you to overtake them and pass them in the rankings. So I just wanted to point all these things out to you and give you some hope. You're in a really good position, real good geographic area. The competition, not including Tacoma, but Olympia and all your surrounding areas, the competition level is very manageable, very doable to get you onto page 1, where all of your future customers are. There are about, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there are about 200 searches per month in your area that are clicking on page 1 for home remodeling. And those top 2 or 3 businesses on page 1 are dividing up those 200 searches amongst themselves. So we need to get you up there and displace one of those spots so you can start capturing some of that business. Even if you got 5% of those 200 searches, that should equate to a lot of new business for you. So anyway, if you have any questions about all these things, be happy to have a conversation with you on the phone at some point. Sorry, I went over 10 minutes, didn't I? It's 22 minutes, so we'll bring this video to an end. And just feel free to connect back with me, reply back, and let's have a conversation. I'd be happy to answer all your questions. So I hope this is of value to you, and talk to you soon. Take care. Bye now.